Hey, welcome to another episode of Herd from the Herd. Y'all get it by now. Herd, like with your ears. From the herd of Buffalo. And today we got Dylan Edwards, number 3, running back.
Man, it's good to be here. It's good to be on the pregame show, man.
Man, absolutely. I like the way you said that, man.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And we are in your room, man. It's the running back room. It's where it goes down. The magic happens.
Yeah, it definitely goes down in here. You know, all the film sessions and stuff like that go down in here, so it's a great room.
And how crucial is what happens in this room to you and what happens on the field?
It's pivotal because, you know, without, you know, film sessions and learning about new plays and schemes, you know, you wouldn't be, you know, doing good on Saturdays. So this is very, very important.
And speaking of doing good on Saturdays, you mentioned that I didn't. You know, we're into the season. You've had some good Saturdays.
Yeah, I've had some good Saturdays, but it's not to where I want to be. You know, this is the start. So
Yeah.
you got this year, you got next year, and hopefully I leave in my 3rd year. That's my goal. So yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. Man, you know, when I watch you at practice or in the film room or a game, I forget you're a freshman.
Yeah, I try not to be, you know, a freshman. I try to come in here every day like, you know, I'm one of the older guys, so I try to keep that on my shoulders.
Yeah. And this room is deep. It's deep with talent, but you guys really work well together. Talk about how wanting to be the main guy, but also wanting to bring the best out of everybody else. How does that work?
You know, everyone's just helping each other at the end of the day because we're trying to be successful and we're trying to win. So whoever's out there is going to give us the best opportunity to win the possession and the game. So I think we have a great room.
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah. So let's start with Coach Flea, man. Coach Gary Harrell, who's been a head coach in college football, assistant head coach, but he's also the running back coach. Talk about your relationship with him and how that's coming together this year.
Yeah, Coach Flea's a great guy. He expects a lot from me. So I try to, you know, impress him and all the rest of the coaches every single day, and I think everyone in the room does as well.
Yeah.
He teaches the little things because, you know, our room is really good, so we don't try to mess up on a lot, and everyone's dialed into their assignments. So Flea has a great job in our running back room. I feel like he's very blessed. I feel like, yeah.
Well said. I told him that too.
Yeah.
I think that you know, Sean Lewis with the quarterback room, Coach Brett with the wide receiver room, and Coach Flea got a little job security because of the talent.
They do a great job of just teaching us things and that, you know, the normal running back wouldn't know. So they're really good coaches.
A lot of experience, you know, that they can pour into y'all.
Yes, for sure.
So let's talk about Coach Prime for a second, because a lot of folks don't know how far y'all go back. That you didn't meet him when you get to Colorado.
No. So I played for him since when I started football all the way to my first year of pads. And then from that point on, we moved to Kansas, and I've been in Kansas ever since. But, yeah, I knew him for a while.
Now, when you started with him, how old were you?
I was 3 or 4, and then when I left, I was 8 years old.
Yeah.
So I knew him through that whole time through the Truth organization.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's how I know Coach Mathis and Coach Hart. So
Yeah.
it's pretty cool to know I started football with them, and now I'm in college. You know? So I'm very blessed, and I felt like when they gave me the opportunity to come here, I felt like it was just a God calling me back to him, you know what I'm saying? It didn't happen, you know, just by itself. So
Well, let's explore that a little bit more, man. You know, you talk about the opportunity to come here because you were headed other places.
Yeah.
Notre Dame is where you were headed to. And Coach Prime comes to Colorado, and you're familiar with him. What was that thought process and conversation like? You know, I'm going back to Truth.
Yeah, so my dad actually coached with him, like, and Coach Mathis and Coach Hart, you know, dude, like, all the organizations. They would coach every single youth group. And so when I got the call, it was just, I don't know. I knew I had to go here. I saw all the videos at Jackson State, and I knew what they were trying to do here and change college football. So I wanted to be a part of that for sure.
And with that decision to date, what surprised you or what hasn't surprised you?
Nothing has surprised me because, you know, everyone says, you know, he's prime time. So, you know what I'm saying? You're going to get something new out of him every day. And you try to impress him because he's a Hall of Famer. So I just try to come here every day with a smile on my face, ready to work.
And, you know, your head coach is a Hall of Famer, and one of the things that he brings with him, other Hall of Famers come visit him.
Yeah.
So when you see, you know, Michael Irvin here on campus, Terrell Owens on campus, Troy Aikman at games, you know, when you look around and see those guys, what kind of fire does that light under you?
I'm just trying to impress them. You know, you see the stars on the sideline, and you're just like, man, I want to be like him one day. I want to have what he has. So just to perform in front of them is a great feeling because it tries to, you try to impress them. Like I said, you try to do better.
Yeah. Performing in front of people. I got to go here with you. Go back to TCU. Your family's in the stands. Clip went viral. Your grandma, just turned up there.
Yeah.
What does it mean for you to have that kind of family support cheering you on at the games and home games, away games, you name it?
Yeah, they never try and miss any games since I've been little. My grandparents would come up to Truth games 6 hours away from Kansas just to come see us play.
Yeah.
And so just having that support of, my family from everywhere around, the country, I mean, they're coming to games in Oregon. So I'm just happy to have that support system with me for sure.
You keep using a certain word a lot, and I want to ask you about it because it's a word I don't think you know.
Huh?
Little.
Yeah.
Like somewhere along the line, I don't care if you were 3 with Truth all the way to now, somebody, it didn't come across you that you were little. Like you play big.
Yeah, I try not to have my size be the disadvantage every time I play. If you read your blocks the right way, I mean, you shouldn't be getting touched that much. So I just try to, do what I've always done, and that's, just play big.
Yeah. Like scouting report wise, man, I've seen people out there say, well, we know when number 3 is in the game, it's not for pass protection because of size. But then I've seen 240-pound linebackers bounce off of you.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. It's just my skill set, I guess.
Yeah.
I try to be as elusive as possible on the field and just try to make big plays and explosive plays for the team. So as long as I keep doing my job, I think I'll be fine.
They asked Barry Sanders, like, man, how do you do it? He said, because I don't like getting tackled.
Yeah, I do not like getting tackled as well. You feel that the next day for sure, but I just try to perform.
Yeah. So about that TCU game, man, it was week 1. The world hadn't seen us yet. We had seen us all summer and spring, but the world hadn't seen us yet. Talk to us about that game and what it meant for you to have that explosive of a coming out party as a true freshman.
People don't know this, but like I went to TCU camps 3 or 4 times through my whole high school, career, and every time I went, I do my best. I'd run great times, 4.3s. I ran my fastest 40 there, 4.31, and they still didn't offer me. And I didn't understand that because I had, offers from different places in the country. So the same week we were about to play at TCU, I'm telling everybody in the running back room, like, bro, I want to go crazy this week. Like, I got a chip on my shoulder this week. Like, I do not like TCU. And we went into that game, and I was focused, locked in all week. I didn't really mess up on anything in practice. And the day before the game, Coach said I was starting.
Yeah.
And, that lit a fire under me.
And the rest is history.
Yeah, and I just tried to do my best on that Saturday, and it just came to fruition.
Man, I'm a lifelong Cowboys fan, and I remember when the Cowboys didn't take Randy Moss in the draft, and Randy Moss came to Dallas, and
yeah, I mean, you just have that fire in you because I feel like they should have believed in me.
Oh, they believe in you now.
Yeah, I tried to, I just tried to show my face like I was that kid. Y'all didn't, But I couldn't find any of the coaches after. I wasn't going to tell them that, but I just wanted them to see me like, oh, we messed up. We made a recruiting mess up.
I think they know now.
Yeah, so hopefully they do.
So, you are a freshman, getting a lot of reps, making a name for yourself statistically, performance-wise. What's the opportunity for growth for you? When you look in the mirror, what do you see that you want to work on or get better at the rest of this season and beyond?
Just my knowledge of the game. I feel like when I first came here in high school, I did not know any fronts or what a 3-eye was, 4-eye was. So coming to college was a big, necessarily say reality check to get on my assignments more instead of just running the ball because that's not what football is. Pre-snap reads, I want to work on that as well because you might have, 2 linebackers this way, a safety up high, and the safety would come down. You didn't know because you didn't know your assignment. So just knowing my assignments more is a big thing that I need to work on for sure.
Cornerbacks will lie to you. Safeties never do.
Yeah. So
the safety is telling the truth.
Yeah. So I mean, I just try to work on different things as well as I can't lie. I wish I could play more. Catch the ball more because I feel like the game is changing now because. You have all 5 receivers on the field at the same time, and you can run the ball. It just makes the game more dangerous, I feel like. So I just want to work on everything.
Good deal. That's certainly where the NFL is headed, or already headed, or already there. is that bruising running back style is limited. Running back shelf life is limited.
Because they don't last long.
Yeah,
Yes.
but running backs who can catch and run after the catch are a premium, man.
Yeah, they're the most dangerous. Like Christian McCaffrey,
Mhm.
Alvin Kamara, those guys are one of the best in their position. So I just try to model my game after that, just be an all-purpose guy.
So when I see you in the facility, there's always a smile. Why?
You know, you come into a D1 school every day. It's my dream. I'm living my dream every day that I wanted since I was a kid. You know, I wanted to be that, you know, D1 football player that, you know, everyone knows, and then eventually go to the NFL. So that's my dream, but every day I'm living it. So I'm just happy to be here and do what I love.
Keep smiling.